So Buttercup, what are you excited for this semester?
Let's just hope it's not boring.
You know you're looking at Mrs. BSU, right?
I'm obsessed. Peace out.
My name is Mrs. Cerebellum, and I'll be filling in for Professor Utonium. Oddly enough, he didn't make it in today.
This isn't like Professor U at all.
Yeah, something's wrong.
Girls! Do not let them leave here alive.
You know what's funny, Snake? I ain't never had no chocolate before.
This gonna be fun.
You ain't fucking with the Powerpuff Girls.
If you expect the world to change, better get to know the names. Blossom, Bubbles, Buttercup, count on us. Put your walls and towers up, watch the trio power up. You ain't getting through, Professor, you the crew of Powerpuff. The queens were blessed with Chemical X, what we gon' do next? Yes. With sugar we spice, we everything nice. It's time to get ready, set. Powerpuff, Powerpuff. Wait until I power up. Powerpuff, Powerpuff. All that hate don't fly with us. You can't eliminate us. We are the greatest. You just don't faze us. You can't eliminate us. We are the greatest. You just don't faze us. I said Powerpuff, Powerpuff. Wait until I power up. Powerpuff, Powerpuff. All that hate don't fly with us. You ain't fucking with the Powerpuff Girls.
You ain't fucking with the Powerpuff Girls.
All right, so this is how we did the Powerpuff Girls. First of all, we had to come up with an idea.
There's Care Bears, there was
Adventure Time,
Rugrats, all those.
Static Shock. When you come up with an idea, a remake, it has to be a crazy flip. It's girls, but we want to make them women. First of all, that's a big flip. Mm-hmm. And then they were little white girls, which is dope, but we was like, if we make them black girls going to an HBCU, that's a super flip.
That was the flip right there. And that's something I've never experienced before, so I had to lean in on Daystorm. He had that experience of what an HBCU was like, so I'm like, all right, well, what about the colors? He expressed that the colors were really important.
Homecoming weekend is finally here.
The girls need to look soft, they need to look fly. I made a pass, it wasn't very good.
Girls gotta wanna be these girls. I went to BSU, so I was like, we're gonna put them at BSU.
What are you excited for this semester?
Organization is a big thing.
See Blossom, Bubbles, Buttercup. You have Mojo Jojo, Professor Utonium. You have just random scenes. Mm-hmm. You have the Gangrene Gang, which was enemies of the Powerpuff Girls. Mm-hmm. So if you go into a photo, all of them are pretty much the same. You have to create the angles or it just doesn't work.
And what'd you create the images in?
So I did these images in Artlist.
It was text to photo.
I had to get her smiling because sometimes they fuck up the smile. Mm-hmm. And then I had to get her normal face, and then you had to get her in her superhero poses, and then this is her full outfit. If you don't have a full outfit, AI will just make up some shoes. They'll put boots on her, and you don't want that. So then you got to get the profile shot. Then you got her in there, them in their superhero outfits, and all of them have the same, the reverse.
I'd take these images and then make them 16 by 9 because they're vertical first. We're trying to shoot a 16 by 9 video. Yeah. I got new cast, old cast. Old cast right here. Let's see. We did use this one right here.
Yeah, Bubbles, yeah.
See, this is what we didn't want. This was more like...
We had to come up with a script.
Yep, and the script is more so like an outline. Then we start really breaking it down. Like, all right, what's achievable, what's not achievable, and break it into beats. Scene 1, school in the morning. But we also knew, hey, we got to establish this world. What does it feel like? Like, how can we make it today? Is it a vlog setup? Are they talking to people? Is it homecoming weekend? That right there establishes the tone that we're going for. We want to ease you in and then get into the action.
Then came the hard part. We had to work on the scene. So Wes did most of the action stuff because that's his realm. That to me was a heavy lift to get all that action stuff done. I did a few action shots.
Yeah, no, you did some great action shots, man. I would try to do superhero poses. He's like, man, this is a girl in a skirt, man. She got to just shoot the beam out. It's going to be cool. I'm like, all right, you know what? You're right. So one of the things I learned was you have to give an emotion for the character before it says a word.
This isn't like Professor You at all.
When she says that one line,
We had
she was like, that wasn't like Professor You at all. You
That
know,
wasn't like him at all.
we went through probably hundreds of failed generations.
Hundreds, man. Jumping out the window was one of the hardest things, but she jumps out the window and her afro pops off.
It just comes off her head?
Comes off her head.
Yo. It'll give you words that don't exist. Look at this.
You get stretching them hats.
What the fuck she say?
You ain't fucking with the
And she
Powerpuff
said,
Girls.
She said, it's Treasure Pat.
And she,
It's Treasure Pat. Oh, see, they jump
yo,
back
she
in.
jumped back in? Oh,
But I used the first part. Like, you know, the thing about this is all we're looking for is a few moments.
Right.
Like, who are these girls?
no. Those are the Sourpuff Girls.
I don't know any of these girls. If I scroll back up here, like, this is what you're going through right here. I looked at films from like back to the 1950s of how people look jumping out films or jumping out windows. And sometimes you'd see them from a profile angle. Only Wanted or The Matrix had people jumping out from the front. So this is what I was trying to achieve right here. This right there.
Oh, yeah, that's badass. So after we get all of the prompts, all of the scenes done, so now we hit up the voice actors. I'm on the balcony trying to get, don't let them leave here alive.
Not let them leave here alive.
I'm hitting up Courtney Elise, Beast Mode. I'm trying to find someone that can give me that authentic HBCU feel.
Wes did all like the Foley work, all of the sound effects and stuff, whirling them around. And all that matters.
Sound is the quickest way to lose someone in a project.
If you're doing hundreds of prompts, your fingers are tired. So you tell ChatGPT, write the prompt. This is what I want. Because we could do the prompts. We could physically do it, but why?
It's very intuitive just to like talk your prompt down. So like we started training ChatGPT in the style that we talk. This folder right here is Powerpuff Girls. This is all Powerpuff Girls. And like it started October 25th. Let's just see how much is inside of here. Still scrolling. This is all prompts. This is some JSON prompting right here, but these are all prompts right here. You know, like this is all breaking it down.
I think if people knew how much AI is in their favorite superhero movies or even logging on to Instagram, they don't understand that artificial intelligence is running Instagram, Facebook, but they're complaining about it, but they're leaving a comment not knowing that AI is what put their comment up.
It's crazy, man. Take the base image that Daystar made, make it 16:9, then take the characters, the gangrene characters that he made, delete the background behind him, have him flipped upside down, and have her hold him like that. That's literally how it started. I used that for her to begin swinging him.
Oh, yeah, that's badass.
Now she's turning him the other way, so I have to invert the image, and then it turns into a leg, and
Yo.
it's like, this is one of my favorite parts of the process, because I was like, Storm, we need a fire track. Storm is proficient in making dope music, so play the first part for them.
We had a few options to go through. So we had a K-pop version. And then we went with this version, which is more like the hip-hop-y version, because it's at a HBCU. I had to write the song, so I had to write it, and I wanted to make sure I put in the Chemical X, the Professor Utonium. I had to put in Blossom, Bubbles, Buttercup. But I wanted to keep the same nostalgia element, because everyone knows the dun, 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 dun. So I wanted to keep that in the song. So this is the original. That's great.
If you expect the world to change, better get to know the names. Blossom, Bubbles, Buttercup, count on us. Put your walls and towers up. Watch the trio power up. You ain't getting through, Professor You, the crew of Powerpuff.
Put your walls and towers up. Watch the trio power up. You ain't getting through, Professor You, the crew of Powerpuff.
Very last thing you have to do, we have to drop it in Premiere. No, you put it in CapCut.
First it was CapCut. We did CapCut.
CapCut.
And the thing about CapCut is you can lay all the clips down, they have great visual effects, but when you want to add stuff to the beginning, it slides your whole timeline down, and then now you have to resync everything.
Yeah,
and
that's
we were
a problem.
doing that on the phone, so I was like, all right, you know what, we got to bring it to Premiere. But when we brought it to Premiere, we realized we did everything in 720. So now we have to go to another app to up-res every single clip to 4K.
Powerpuff, Powerpuff, all that hate don't fly with us. You can't eliminate us, we are the greatest.
Powerpuff, Powerpuff. All that hate don't fly with us. You can't eliminate us. We are the greatest.
And then it's like, I gotta find the right voice for it. So we threw it in Suno, and then Suno found the proper voice for it, but I had to kind of tell it how to make the music. Just because someone gives you the best studio in the world don't mean you're gonna make a hit record. You have the tools.
Exactly.
There's a Beautiful piano right there, but that don't mean you can play it. AI is just tools, but if you are not efficient and you're not creative, you're not a director or producer or writer, you're not using it that well.
Yeah.
So everybody that's worried about AI, don't worry.
Yeah.
Very few people in the world that can do what we do. People see me jump out planes 20 years ago, rapping on the way to the ground. This is the hardest shit. If it's so easy, do it.
2.5 weeks.
2.5 weeks. Took us about 2.5 weeks to get this one done, and that's 2.5 minutes. But the people who appreciate it, we appreciate you, and we're gonna keep bringing you projects, real and AI.
You can do both. It's prompt engineering and imagination, and the people with the best imagination or creativity are going to win. So challenge yourself, have fun with it.
Also, someone was like, why didn't you just do it practical? Because I don't have $1 million to throw someone through a building.
Exactly, bro.
The question now is like, what should we do next? What project? Y'all leave a comment. Let us know what's your favorite flip. It don't have to be animated. It could be live action. It could be from back in the day. It could be something current. We want to flip some stuff and just do it because we're having fun. At the end of the day, this 2.5 weeks and we're putting in 8 to 10 hours a day.
Man,
it's a lot of hours, but it's fun. I'm not gonna lie. It's fun to do the music and to introduce these new songs to you all and the visuals. Cause we just love to create.
And we're getting faster with it too. Inspector Gadget took us a while. Dragon Tales
took even longer.
Man.
But as the tools get stronger and better, we're able to do it faster. Plus, we will learn. It's a learning curve for us as well. So we're getting it done a lot faster.
Yeah.
See y'all on the next one. Leave a comment what y'all want us to do next.
Powerpuff, all that hate don't fly with us. You ain't fucking with the Powerpuff Girls.